I forgot to unmute.
No.
Yeah. All right. Hi, everybody, and welcome to O.C.S.T. Bigfoot and Stuff. I'm your host, Harold, and today we've got a special guest host, me.
Hi. Hi, everybody. I'm usually in the chat.
This is Connor, if you don't know him already. Christy is feeling under the weather today, so she won't be hosting. She might pop in the chat. Who knows? Today's episode is episode number 6, and we're going to be talking about the lead subject. Anyways, we'll be talking about signs of cryptids, like seeing them, finding them, searching for them. What do you look for? How do you find it? So let's get started with that. Well, no, before we do, say hi to everybody in the chat, of course.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So, hey, Blazer. Blazer's the first one in the chat. Good to see you. And we got Skylar Ashwood. It's good to see you.
Awesome.
My nephew. And CRJ's in the chat. Hey, CRJ.
Hi, Mom.
And of course, Connor's sitting right here.
Hi, everybody.
Then we've got Jim.
Hey, Jim.
Good to see you, Jim. Let's see, who else is
What we got?
coming in so far?
Scared Silly. Why Scared Silly? Welcome. Welcome in.
Good to see you, Scared Silly.
Roger Blair.
Good to see you. Okay, like I said, tonight's leading subject is cryptid signs. So, what would everybody be looking for if you go out to look for cryptids? First thing is, most people believe that you have to go out in the woods.
Nah.
And that's seemingly not the case much as of lately, especially with me in 2012, so about 13 years ago. 12, almost 13. I saw my first cryptid when I was living in the city, and it was near downtown, so it's quite possible for just about anyone to see a cryptid at some time. You may not recognize it when you see it. It might not click in your brain right away that you did see something, but if you're one that takes pictures, like me, if I go outside and I feel something, I'm snapping pictures in every direction, multiple times. I'm gonna keep snapping pictures until I feel that I need to stop, and then I review the photos later. So it makes it a lot of fun when I get home. Makes it a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
Going through hundreds of pictures.
Just sitting here listening.
Yeah. So when I saw my first cryptid, which was a Bigfoot and a dogman-like creature, it was a surprise to me. I wasn't looking for anything except watching the moon. So that's one way it can happen. There were no signs except for 10 seconds before I saw them. There was a smell. And everybody has heard about the classic smell. If you haven't smelled it yourself, kind of a skunky odor with like a wet dog / dead animal smell.
100 pictures to 1. Oof.
Yeah,
Oof.
yeah, yeah. CRJ's right.
Mm-hmm.
Taking 100 pictures, you might get one.
Yeah.
But
That's the gamble you take.
yeah, sometimes you have the luck, sometimes you don't.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as uh, looking for Bigfoot now, most people aren't going to ever see one in their lifetime
Sadly.
in person. Most people won't. The ones that do, you have the ones like me that were lucky. You have the ones that uh, they search out themselves, like the cryptids search them out themselves, or um, if you've been able to track them. And those of you that don't know what tracking is looking for signs out or anywhere there could be a sign of whatever you're tracking, animal, human, cryptid, uh, signs of uh, disturbed earth, signs of footprints, handprints, uh, even blood markings, blood droppings, um, even looking for bones, um, body parts, uh, smelling for urine, smelling for feces. Uh, it all comes into play. You look for broken twigs. You look for scratched bark. You look for anything that stands out that does not appear to be normal, does not appear to have the or feel like it belongs there. Um, so let's get into some chat. Let's see. Scared Silly says,
I'm wondering if the smell is a defensive thing because sometimes you can be right next to it and not smell anything.
yeah, true. I believe that the smell um, in most animals is the smell is an attractant, um, especially if it's not a if it's not a smell that's coming off the creature um, the whole time they're around.
Mm-hmm.
It's either a deterrent or an attractant. In some cases, it can be either one,
Or both.
or in some cases, it could be both. There's no definitive thing. There's different reasons for creatures to appear to you for aggression, um, or because they're uh, attracted. Um, but it could go either way. So that it's neither one or the other. It's a combination of both. Okay, Skylar.
Oh, feel better, dude. I hope you're feeling better. Hey, Goodenzato, how's it going?
Yeah, good and Auto. Good to see you.
Normally talk to him while I'm in chat. Normally when I'm not co-hosting.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
I've known him since. Um, well, I'm not going to mention the show, but he knows when.
Not gonna mention the show, just he knows when.
Yeah. Let's see.
There we go. That was bothering me.
Hey, Deep Waters, good to see you.
Hi, Sharon Guy. How's it
Hi,
going?
Sharon.
Hi, Sharon. What's up, Deepwater? Oh no, you're fine. You're not late. A wizard is never late. They arrive as precisely as they mean to.
I was on time and you still couldn't hear us. So it wasn't really here.
Hey, Luana.
Luana, good to see you.
If anybody knows that reference I called to, please explain to the others in the chat if they don't know.
Explain.
It is a quote from Gandalf the Grey from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, it's better to explain it over the air than to have somebody sitting there. Do I need to Google it?
No, you don't need to Google it. I'm a huge Lord of the Rings buff, so if any questions come up about that.
Although Googling it does help.
Yes, Googling it does help. Sometimes Googling it, it's a little bit better, but sometimes you don't get the exact results that you're looking for.
I am going to post
Copy and post the link,
the
dude.
link in the chat. Did I do so?
No, you did not, I don't think.
Copy.
Copied. Now you go back down and paste. There you go. Yay! Everybody, round of applause for
Yay!
Harold.
There's the link in the chat. If anybody wants to come up and join us, you're more than welcome to.
And again, this video is for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah.
And if you guys get entertained, please hit that like, subscribe, comment, share, do all the stuff.
Yay.
Do all the stuff. It's helpful.
Hey, look, it says you're Christine Durina.
You forgot to change the banner.
No, it's right here. It's at the bottom.
No. Yeah, I was about to say he forgot to change the banner.
It's a typo.
Typographical error. I nominate Sharon.
Nominate Sharon.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah.
Yep. Like Jim says, like Connor said,
Do it.
like, subscribe, share, and comment.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. So if you guys don't know, CRJ is my mom. So send prayers and love to her as well. She's not feeling good tonight.
Yeah, same for Sharon.
Yeah.
Get well soon.
Gets well, everybody. Prayers of healing and love and peace for everybody in the chat tonight.
What are we Googling? My feed froze.
Okay, I'll do it again. A wizard is never late. He arrives precisely when he needs to. It is a quote from Gandalf the Grey. For those who don't or not learned in Lord of the Rings lore.
Please. CRJ, you look terrible. Get well soon.
Oh. Love it, Blazer. Love it. Keep going, guys.
You made her laugh. I heard her laughing.
Uh-huh. I heard her back there. I heard her back there laughing. Can't mistake her laugh.
Like I said, I posted the link in the chat. If you want to come up and chat with us,
come on
screen, you're more than welcome.
If you want some, come get some. I'm just playing.
Smash that like button.
Oh yeah. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe button.
Yep.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I like those banners.
Yep.
Those are fun.
Yeah. Read the banner.
Yeah.
Yay.
Read the banner. I can read it because I have my eyeballs on.
Yeah, please don't take them out.
Here, I'll take him out. No, just play. Oh my goodness. We're having fun up here, guys.
Pop them out doesn't mean you're bifocal.
Yes and no. I mean, yeah, no, I don't know. Yeah. This is the comedic part of this show, everybody. I'm sorry.
Does that mean you get to look back at what you did?
No. No. Oh. Yep. The whiskers look good on me, Jim. Heck yeah, Mom, you would look sick with a beard. No. No. I'm sorry. That was so bad. Anywho, signs. Cryptid signs.
Yeah, it's all good and fun.
Oh yeah. I try to make people laugh all the time.
Okay, yeah. Cryptid signs. Okay, depending on what type of cryptid. Okay, we're gonna talk like we're going out in the woods. Okay, so when you get out in the woods, if you so decide not to film your excursion, you're still gonna be able to spot signs. And I'm not talking a sign that says Bigfoot, beware.
Huge neon
some
sign.
places have that,
Yeah,
but
especially in Alaska for grizzly bear.
oh yeah. But yeah, like twisted trees, like CRJ says.
Yeah,
Twisted trees.
Twisted trees,
but-
X's.
But you have to look at, you have to study the trees and find out why they're twisted.
Mm-hmm.
Like they could be twisted because of weather. They could be twisted because
of erosion.
Which would have to do with weather.
Weather.
Yeah, weather and wind. You have to keep count of how many trees around have the same damage within the radius of the tree.
I think a cool painted sign of Bigfoot would be epic. Well, Mom, you're the painter. I'm the drawer. You're the painter. Let's get to
CRJ
work.
Designs. Paint it.
Paint it. Do it. I'll draw it for you. Oh, excuse me. I'll draw it for you.
And don't forget about the X. Correct. When you go out in the woods, you're going usually go down a path that's already been flattened out or carved out.
Mm-hmm.
You can go down game paths, which is paths that animals make, because they usually follow the same track day after day after day after day. Especially your gaming animals, like your deer and elk, moose, bear, things like that. Usually go on the same track repeatedly, because that's their source of food. They find their sources of food along that same track at certain times of the year, so they'll follow the same tracks. When you're walking down those trails, you want to make sure you keep an eye out. You want to make sure you keep an eye out left to right, forward. You
Back.
even want to occasionally look behind you because
You never know what could
never
behind
know. Never know what you might catch
you. Yeah.
walking behind you. There's ways you can look for, like Christy said, the twisted trees, the twigs. Are they twisted to a point to where they've been broken off? Do they have signs of twisted bark on them? They're not broken off. They could be twisted and then they're hanging. Well, you have to look at why these things broke, why they're just hanging, and how they're hanging. Because Bigfoot, um, Bigfoot especially, is known to take a twig, snap it, and then twist on it until it almost breaks off. Not all the way, but they'll twist it, and that bark will twist around it, and that's their signature. They have a twisted branch that's hanging, barely hanging on, and mainly because the bark's still connected, and it's twisted around. There's not very a very good chance that wind would do that.
No.
Wind will take it and snap it, and then maybe twist it one way or the other, not all the way around, unless it's a hurricane or a tornado. And in that case, when you find one twig that's been snapped and there's no other twig snapped, more than likely, depending on the size of the twig. Now, if it's a little, if it's a thin twig and it snaps and there's no others, the wind can still snap those. But if that limb is about yay big around, and it snaps and twists in the same way that the small twigs do, and this thing is like 12, 13, 14, 15 feet up in the air, and there's trees within 2 to 3 feet of it that are perfectly fine, something snapped it that wasn't weather. Something snapped it that wasn't weather related, or a boulder.
Boulder wouldn't do that.
Yeah. First off, if it's near a cliff, then there's a chance a boulder could have fell and snapped it. But if it's way out in the open off of a trail and there's nothing above the trees, something had to climb up there, snap it. Then you have to eliminate things that like to lay in trees. Like you've got wildcats that like to lay in trees. You've got porcupines. You've got raccoons. You've got the list goes on and on, depending on where you're at.
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. I just read Jim's comment, and I'm like, dude, I
You need to mess with your hair more.
Dude, my hair, my hair is my hair, dude. I hardly mess with it at all. I just put it up in a hat. That's basically all I do.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Yeah, put it up in a hat. Yeah.
Yeah, and
I'm sorry.
Scared silly.
Structures.
Structures. That's the next thing I was getting to. You will find all kinds of structures, whether they're right off the trail. Sometimes they're even right on the trail. Like they'll build them right over the trail, especially the juveniles. The juveniles work a little bit lower than the adult ones, so they're going to be messing around near the trail itself most of the time. In my
Are juveniles kind of like my height, or am I?
They range from they're usually, when they're about a foot tall up to 2 feet, they're usually clinging on to their parent.
Right.
when they get taller than that, they're usually still juvenile up till they're about 6 feet tall, which
So
probably takes about 3.5 years.
Yeah. You see, I'm 6'4". I mean, or even taller now. Yeah, yeah. I think that was directed towards you or me. I don't know who it was directed to.
Yeah, at least he has hair.
Yeah,
This one right
yeah.
there. No, not behind me, but yeah,
Right here.
They have hair too. But,
yeah, they have hair. This guy has hair too. Okay? He's got a lot of it. He's got hair to spare, dude. I don't like taking my hat off. That's not cool.
Okay, getting back to structures. Now, there's many kinds of structures that you have to look for. There's Bigfoot, especially builds what we call teepees. They're wooden teepees where the wood's stacked in a circle. Whole trees, mind you, not
Twigs.
Not just pieces of twigs and no, whole trees stacked up mostly, where they intersect at the top, and it creates the shape of a teepee, an Indian teepee, and they use that structure to for places to rest, places to hide. They usually don't occupy those during the day, because in case they run across a human or a human runs across them, they're it's not really a good place for them to hide. So they usually leave the teepees vacant during the day.
Mm-hmm. And Bigfoot are most active at night, so
Right.
They are nocturnal beings,
Yeah.
just like Dogman or.
For the most part, they're nocturnal beings. Now, there is such thing as they will have one or two out during the day that will stay awake, and they call them scouts or watchers. The day watcher. They're in most areas they're known as day watchers.
At least they're not day
But yeah,
watchers.
they're basically scouting the area, making sure that the enemy is nowhere to be found, because they don't just look out for humans. You know, they have predators that will come in and try to steal their young or steal their kills, like if they have any. Yeah,
is just a night owl. CJ is just a night owl. Yes, I like. I'm a vampire. I stay up all night and sleep all day. I am a night owl. Yes. For all intents and purposes, yes. I am a night owl. I like to burn the midnight oil.
Yeah, I was. When I was his age, yeah, I stayed up for days.
Hey man, I've pulled an all-nighter and still went to work. Thanks everyone for being here tonight and with us, and we appreciate you all.
Of course we do. We appreciate everyone.
Absolutely. We appreciate every like, every comment, everything. We appreciate it. We
appreciate our friends. We appreciate our enemies.
Yep.
But we don't have enemies. Not here.
Well, I wouldn't say that too loud there, senor.
No, because guess what? If we make an enemy.
Well, yeah. No, I'm not talking about on here. I'm talking about over there.
Okay, now Scared Silly also says, I've seen nests up in the trees too. Yes, nests up in the trees, nests on the ground. You'll find nests in caves, but I don't recommend just popping into any cave. If you come across a cave, make sure you scout it before you go anywhere near it. Make sure you watch this cave at different times of the day to see if there's anything coming in and out. And then you might want to scout it during the night too. Before you step anywhere near it, you want to make sure that anywhere that has an enclosed area, don't go in it right away.
Right.
Scout it. Make sure that it's safe. Make sure that it's not only safe to go into, but it's also safe to come out of.
Right. Don't be like that idiot on the internet that walked into a bear cave when the bear was hibernating, and the bear woke up. I've seen that picture going around on the internet. I'm just like, what a stupid person.
Yeah.
No, Ma, you're better at this than I could ever be. I'm sorry. I'm just sitting here.
Yeah, Sharon says most young ones are night owls.
Yeah, I'm a young one. I think.
I used to love working the night shift.
Oh, I worked the night shift actually at a grocery store in Thief River where I lived before I came back down here, and I loved it. I mean, I got to go home when everybody else was away. Nobody to bother me. No one to bother me. I could play my games if I wanted to. Watch TV in the living room. Oh. And when I got home, I've already been up for a straight 8 hours, so I'm like, yeah, once a couple more, I'll take a nap later on.
Yeah, I always used to make sure that when I got home, I made sure I stayed up for at least 4 hours after I got home.
Yeah, and I would normally make my bed after I got home because I would get up and walk to work.
Unless I worked when I was working at the Coliseum, a place called the Coliseum. It's a farm expo. I would work 18-hour days.
Oof.
7 days a week. Yeah. And then I had to ride my bicycle 3 miles home.
See, that's the one thing I haven't learned yet. I haven't learned how to ride a bicycle. But I got anywhere I needed to go. If I wanted to go out, do something with a good buddy of mine, he'd come pick me up, or I would just walk over to wherever we were heading and just sit there and wait for him.
Oh no, we're gonna teach you how to ride a bicycle.
Yeah.
You got to learn how to ride a bicycle.
Yeah. Go home and pass the heck out. Yeah. That would be. Yeah, that's how I would be too. I'd feel like I just wanted to pass the heck out and just sleep. But no, I had stuff to do. Like I had to do laundry, dishes, whatever I had to do and get that stuff done, and then I could go relax and watch TV or do gaming or whatever. Link is up in the chat. If anybody wants to come join in, come on. I wonder if Bigfoot rides a bike.
Now, that would be awesome to see.
That would be a sight. I promise you that would be a sight.
Hi, Riley. Good to see you.
What's up, Riley? I just saw the comment. I was just like, oh.
That's a good question. Has anybody ever seen Bigfoot riding a bicycle?
Yeah.
Motorized or non-motorized?
I would think he would ride a Harley Davidson chopper.
Yeah.
It's just a big old handlebar. Yeah.
Yeah. You hear a Harley engine deep in the woods.
Yeah, just and then it's just like not yet. Scunner hasn't learned. Oh, big For all intents and purposes, I wear a size 15 shoe, y'all. That's a Bigfoot. Pun intended.
Yeah, tell everybody how tall you are.
I am 6'4".
Yep.
And have a size 15 shoe. So,
makes me look like a midget. Oh, little person.
Little person, sir. You're gonna be the one that gets us a strike. I don't have to worry about me getting us a strike.
But remember, it's for entertainment purposes only.
Yes, for entertainment purposes only.
Hey, Biggie. We got the Great Outdoors Biggie.
Heck yeah,
In the
what's
chat
up,
room.
Biggie?
Good to see you.
Hey, Abnormal Investigations, how's it going?
And Abnormal Investigations. Hey, Mike. Good to see you. If y'all don't know Biggie, Great Outdoors Biggie, he is a cryptid researcher, a fellow cryptid researcher. I've known him for a little while. He has a channel on YouTube.
Yeah.
Y'all need to go check it out. It's under the same name, The Great Outdoors Biggie.
Go check him out. Appreciate him. Give him some love, y'all.
If Chrissy's still in here, if she could look up the link, she could post it in the chat.
Yep.
Same for Abnormal Investigations. Those of you all that don't know Abnormal Investigations, they are also a YouTube channel. Mike and
weren't you just watching one of their lives the other day?
Yeah.
I came into the bedroom and they were
I missed the last one.
live.
I was going to watch it, and then things happened, and I couldn't get on. But y'all need to check out Abnormal Investigations. Awesome channel.
Awesome.
Same for The Great Outdoors Biggie. Awesome channel.
Hey.
We got
we got the link posted for Abnormal.
Abnormal Investigations.
Yep.
There.
Yep.
And then we also have Great Outdoors Biggie.
Yeah. There's the link to Abnormal.
Yeah.
And then
right there.
And there's the link for Biggie.
Yeah.
So if you guys don't go give them some love as well, we greatly appreciate it, and I know they would too.
Yeah, y'all are more than welcome to come up here in the chat and join us. We're talking about signs of cryptids, like how you would come across any sign of them, like footprint or tree structures or tree breaks, the smells, anything that would give a sign that there would be something out there,
like a Bigfoot print,
like a Bigfoot or Dogman or little people
or El Chupacabra or
the
Mothman.
There's a long list of cryptids.
Yeah, I ain't gonna go through them all.
Like here in Oklahoma, the main cryptids, the most that are found here in Oklahoma, of course, you have Bigfoot, Dogman. There's some signs of Mothman. There have been recent sightings of Mothman. You have the pterodactyl. You have the Oklahoma octopus. You have Pigman. You have Deer Man, Deer Woman. There's Chupacabra. There's
because we're right by New Mexico.
You have the Kiamichi monster, which is a type of Bigfoot.
Mogollon monster.
The Mogollon is actually in like the Arizona area. Yeah.
And I also name drop one of our good friends as well.
Yeah, y'all need to make sure y'all watch Mogollon Monster WTF every Tuesday and Thursday, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern.
On YouTube.
On YouTube.
Yeah.
They they are how and why we got our this show started.
Yeah.
We had the YouTube channel, of course, but we didn't start really doing lives. We did a couple of lives a few months back, but nothing ever really came of it. But we decided because our friends at Mogion Monster wanted to take
a few weeks
off, we decided we'd go ahead and take their time slot and entertain
the masses.
Entertain the masses while they were gone. And I decided, well, me and Christy both decided to start doing Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. Central. Because for one thing, I really enjoy coming on here. Christy probably say I'm obsessed with Bigfoot, which I kind of am.
It's true. I ain't gonna lie. It's true. Heck, he even's got a Bigfoot squeaky toy.
Yeah, I got my toys. Got my toys. See,
he's got his toys. We got this, the backdrop. Yeah, or
I got more.
Oh yeah.
But anyways, yeah, Great Outdoors Biggies is an alien from time to time.
And an alien,
yeah.
Oh, there was one night where me, Harold, and my brother-in-law Colton were just sitting outside, and we were looking up at the sky, and there was things flying around, and I was like, "What in Lord's name's going on?" And then
Biggie says he finally got audio.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to check that out.
Yeah.
Maybe. Y'all really need to check out Biggie's channel. His area of research, awesome. He has. I'll just put it this way: you have to see it for yourself. Go back and look at his videos. Just the layer that he goes into, awesome.
Yeah.
And he does make contact with these things. He does interact with them. He leaves some gifts, and they partake of the gifts. They always do. And it's like he's saying, Battle Creek, Michigan is where he resides.
Hey, that's close to where I used to live in Minnesota. Yeah. Awesome. Fellow Northwesterner. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Northwest. Where's he? Northwest Night Watcher. Or Midwest Night Watcher. I'm just popped in my head. I was like, where is he? I don't think he's in the chat.
No, he's not in the chat tonight.
Oh man. That's cool though.
Oh, Abnormal has a question. I have a question. I was told that Special Ops was sent into the Ouachita Mountains to secure something that came down from the sky.
Oh.
That's the first I heard of it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to ask a couple of my friends that are currently in that area.
Yeah.
If I find out anything, Mike, I'll let you know.
Yeah, and that's.
Or if you find anything out, please let me know, because you know how to contact me. I know how to contact you. So anything happening in the Oklahoma area, we got to keep each other up on it.
Yep.
I mean, that's one reason why I made my Facebook group page. Um, I want everyone that is involved in the search for cryptids to have a place to advertise their channels, their group pages. I don't discriminate against anyone doing so as long as um, everything is about cryptids that's posted on that.
Oh, sorry guys, I'm also in chat trying to answer questions.
Unless you have permission from me
Yep.
on the Facebook group page, if you have permission from me to advertise, then I will allow you to post your advertisements, but they have to be cryptid related. Um, that's why I allow Medicine Bear Claw, Ramona, to advertise on my Facebook page because she makes and sells medicine bags. Anyone who's interested,
Yeah.
um,
I've told
Yep.
CRJ and Harold that I wanted to get one, and
do you hunt Bigfoots? Yes, I hunt Bigfoots.
yeah, we hunt Bigfoots. We're dogs, the Bigfoot hunters.
No, I don't hunt a Bigfoot. I search for Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Because remember, O.C.S.T is a no-kill organization. We do not, will not hunt to kill
We hunt to
a
research.
cryptid or any other animal while we're out in the woods, unless we were to be in an overnight hike
And we needed food.
If we got lost and we needed food, then yeah. But as far as hunting for sport, I'm not looking for Bigfoot to stuff them and put them in my living room.
That would be kind of weird.
Yeah.
We just have friends over and be like, "What's that?" Oh, that's just our Bigfoot.
I think
Harry?
Biggie says no kill also. Awesome.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah, man. It's awesome.
Yeah. Mike says he'll
check her
see
out.
what he can find out. And yeah, sharing that. Yeah, that would be a cool show one night. One of these days, Mike, I'm gonna have to go on your show and then come on this show, or I know I've got free time.
He's got a lot of it. So do I. I should post more stuff on the O.C.S.T stuff, but because I am a moderator and stuff. But I.
Hey, abnormal investigations. Who's going to be your guest on Monday? You can go ahead and say it here if you want.
Tales Told in the Dark. What's up? How's it going?
Yeah. Yeah. We get prints all the time around, especially around our house.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't cast them. Especially when they're full of leaves. It's just not going to get any detail with the amount of leaves that are on the ground. It's just not going to happen. Tales Told in the Dark. Good to see you.
How's it going? Hope your night is doing well. Hope everybody's night's doing well.
Yeah.
That's one of our things that we wish well.
Yeah, Luana, we're basically in your area. We're pretty close.
Nice.
I originally started this cryptid research down in Southwest Oklahoma, and then I moved up here with Christy, CRJ, and Connor, and Cammy, and Colton.
Yep. Which they're not here tonight. They're at Colton's grandma's, helping her out install some cabinets. So that's why. Well, they're not really in the chat anyway, but we still love them and think about them all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to take care of the 2 dogs tonight, so.
Yeah.
Got to do what a big brother's got to do.
Yep, you gotta do it.
We got to do it. We got to do it.
Oh, I'm just glad they were being quiet.
Don't speak too soon, dude. There. I knocked on wood silently for you. There you go.
Okay, so signs of cryptids. Okay, we were talking about structures. We were talking about nests.
Smells.
Tree breaks.
Twisted trees.
Yeah. Okay, now the types of structures we got into.
They're teepees.
Teepees. There's even Biggie will tell you the type of structures that he goes into. It's not hard for them to make because it's they use the actual trees, bushes, and they will fill in the gaps, so to speak. They will bed up in that structure up above in the tree line, building their nests. They'll hang out up in there, and things will walk into their structures, and if they so decided, they'll jump down on top of something or someone if need be.
Yeah. To protect.
Yeah. I had a situation kind of like that down in Lawton at a park. There was a structure area that I found. It was, it's right next to a railroad track, and you have the trees growing over. Well, there was pathway through there. It was, cleared out, and I'm in there and I'm looking around, and all of a sudden I hear a big thud right next to me, behind me, which sounded like someone when you jump out of a tree and you hit the ground. But it was much louder, and the ground shook when it happened. And I turn around and there's nothing there. I walk outside of that structure towards the bridge where I'm going to check out. There's a creek running underneath the railroad bridge. Well, I'm in between this structure in front of the railroad bridge, and then there's a group of trees next to that. Well, I turn one way, and there's a creature standing in the tree line, probably about 6.5, 7 feet tall. Couldn't tell if it was a dog man or a Bigfoot, but it was a big hairy creature. And then I turn and I walk back towards this tree structure, and I snap some pictures. Well, I made a video of it. It's on my channel. There's a small adolescent Bigfoot that's leaning forward from behind a tree, turning to look at me. Got his eyes, got his nose, got his mouth, got the cone-shaped head, the black hair, and the leathery black face. Yeah. So they're gonna they're they're gonna use things like that to their advantage. You know. Yeah, like Biggie says, they won't let you too close to their beds, though. They'll always have a day watcher that will make a noise and make you follow them away. Yeah, they usually do. Um, I have a feeling the ones that I ran into that day, it was a day watcher that was training a juvenile, and this juvenile fell asleep up in the tree, and then was startled when I walked in there, and
You startled the poor thing.
yeah, he got a bad grade for that probably.
He was just like, huh?
Yeah, Sharon says, "Don't trust them watchers." Yeah, it's the dogs, dog men, dog people that are pretty scary.
Yeah,
I'm not really afraid of a Bigfoot. I am afraid of a dog man.
I wonder if that's where lycanthropy comes in, or because of the dog man. That's why lycanthropy exists. Yeah, I'm curious.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like I've told everybody, I'm lucky to be alive today because I was literally about an inch or so away from being elbow to elbow with one.
Yeah, I've heard that story a couple of times, and it's still scary to me.
Yeah.
Can't retell it fully, but
Smelling and feeling its hot breath. Yeah.
has Connor had any experiences? No, I have not.
No, I haven't got to take Connor out in the woods yet.
But I am a big outdoorsy person. I like to go outside. There was a lake that I used to go to every summer in Minnesota that there was a bunch of trees. I mean, big conifer trees and like pines and all of them conifer trees, like the ones you see behind me here.
Mm-hmm.
But there's been times where I would hear something that wasn't natural, and I would look, and the sound would go away.
Yeah.
But I would just figure, oh, it's just a deer or, well, I don't know if there's ever been a bear sighted out there, but
Yeah, Biggie, you're right. The vibe that Connor gives off, yeah, they'd love him because the man can start up a conversation with anything.
thanks. Maybe they saw you and didn't know. Yeah, that could be too.
Yeah,
that could be too. They were like, "Who is that person? We don't know that person." You know, like, and if I'm around him, and it's just like the spectrum that I see things is heightened a little bit more. Like if I go out in the woods or anything, and
that's what I try to tell people. I try to tell people if you want to see a Bigfoot, if you want to see a dog man, go out in the woods with me.
Go out and look.
Go out in the woods with me because if you don't see one, you'll at least get to hear it. You'll at least get to get a glimpse of something, because they don't always show themselves to me face to face. They will come around. They'll hide behind a tree. They'll be crouched down. They'll be up in a tree. They'll be making noises, just to I mean, you can ask Christy. just about every single time that I've taken her out in the woods with me, there's been something there. So it's I'm not saying it's me. I'm just saying that it just so happens that when I go out in the woods,
they're attracted to you. CRJ said, if a tree falls in the forest, does it make a sound? Yes, it goes ouch when it hits the floor, or it yells timber.
Yeah.
No, that's what the loggers say when they fall. A tree is timber.
Or they say, oh.
Yeah, oh crap.
Yeah.
Or everybody run.
Uh-huh.
Oh, jeez. Sorry, my phone's going off.
Probably the same reason why golfers will yell out four.
Mm-hmm.
They probably didn't get it from watching the golf ball. They probably got it from getting hit in the head. How many fingers do you see?
6. Let's hear somebody yell out 4, and I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah, Biggie says, I left a tape recorder out there and it was on there. LOA, but other than that.
Other than the one that felt wasn't. Oh. Okay. Yep, sure does. I've heard it. Sharon, good.
Big Sharon.
Yeah.
I have a friend that was raised around the Foots and dogs, and they have protected her.
Well, that's cool.
Yep.
That's cool. They think of her as one of their own, then, I guess.
Yeah. It's like the female Bigfoot that was with that dog man protected me.
Yeah.
They can be
a protective spirit.
A protective spirit. They can they have a conscience.
Just like me and Harold, CRJ, and everybody else in the world. They have a conscience. They have being. They are beings.
Yep.
They're gonna have conscience, memory.
Whether they are a spirit, whether they are of the flesh or both combined, they have a conscience. They have free will.
Yep. Bigfoot that lives in my home.
No, he's got these Bigfoot that actually go into his house.
Oh,
they, of course, I
thought he was joking.
Well, they cloak. They enter the spirit world.
Oh. Okay. I am sorry, Biggie. I didn't mean to laugh. I thought you were joking.
Yeah, we're gonna be taking CJ out in the woods as soon as we can.
Yeah, as soon as we can.
Yep.
I think that would be a great experience. Actually, that'd be cool. Kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
And just to go out and see what I can see and be in nature.
Yeah, they sure do. Yep. The Bigfoot that comes around the house here now doesn't like to show himself anybody but me mostly. We believe CRJ, Christy, and I believe that the female finally decided to show herself to Christy just the other day. Right back here. In the middle of the day. Yeah.
That's cool. But you have to be very
she says you have to be very, very quiet in the woods, which is true. You got to be able to.
I thought when you're in the woods you're supposed to make noise to let anything that could kill you know
No,
that you're there.
at certain times, you do. But if we're going out to look for Bigfoot or Dogman or any other cryptid, we want to be able to hear,
Yeah.
and you don't want to scare anything off. Like, um, if we come across a deer, you don't want to scare it off. You want to get good pictures of it. Plus, at the same time, when that deer is there could be something lurking. Like when we went to the refuge and I got pictures of that buffalo. Well, just over the fence from the buffalo was the Bigfoot wearing the skull mask. He was stalking the buffalo. So
I mean, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me, Jesus.
Yeah, we're gonna wait till it gets warm. I'm not going out in this cold, especially next week. No.
Yeah.
Not going out in no Siberian winter. No.
Question: I want to know the color of the Bigfoot squatch around the house and size.
The Bigfoot around the house here is copper color. It's a lot heavier than the first one that I saw around my house down in Lawton. It's I would say shorter than 9 feet, probably 8.5 or so. I haven't seen this one stand up yet. I've seen it crouching, about 4 feet away from me. Also, me and my dog Storm. Yeah, it introduced itself to my dog. She doesn't like Bigfoot.
Yeah, no, because she pointed and growled.
Pointed, growled, barked. Yeah, and then the Bigfoot growled back, and I separated the two of them. I was like, "Nope, you ain't eating my dog." No. Yellowish brown, yeah. A little more on the reddish side, like a copper red. How tall was it bent down? Probably 6 feet. It was probably about 6 feet because it the bushes that it was behind are taller than me. I'm 5'8", and this thing, she was barely over those branches, so she's probably about crouching down, probably 6'3", crouching down, probably about almost his height.
I can see the comments now. Was it CJ in disguise? No. It wasn't me in disguise.
Do you have a secret Bigfoot costume or what?
Must have. I don't know.
That's why he likes Jack Links.
Hey, don't get me wrong. I do like Jack Links. Oh.
Yeah.
Playing tricks.
Yeah, Biggie. I agree with you. It's more often that the female ones are the copper color. I would say if they're going to be male and copper color, it's probably when they're older and they're getting more gray in their hair. So it makes it, if they're dark brown, they end up looking more of a copper. Airlinks presents Messing with Connor. Oh my goodness, yeah. We're gonna have to run a Bigfoot suit now.
See our just laughing back there.
Yeah, Biggie.
Oh.
They also have spots on them too. So did the Dogman creature. Whether it was a Dogman or a hybrid, it was an albino with black spots. So these creatures do have spots on their person, their skin. So I also have a buddy of mine that saw an actual a dog man that was brown and white. He thought it was a dog standing up on its hind legs from a distance, and then he got a closer look at it with his binoculars, and it was a dog, all right. It was a dog man, and it had brown fur, like a copperish brown fur, but it also had white spots. So he was like, he asked me one day, do dogmen have spots? Are they spotty? I'm like, I haven't seen any, but there have been reports of it. And, he was adamant. He was like, no, what I saw had spots.
Yeah. If I was that adamant about it, I would just take my word for it.
Better than poo on a stick.
This show is brought to you by Messing with Connor. This show is brought to you by Messing with Connor.
Poor Josh. We're always gonna nag him on that one.
Poo on a stick. Jesus.
Yeah, here in Oklahoma, there's brown ones reported. Of course, it's just like with you guys having the 6-toe up there, and then down here, there have been some reports of 6-toes, but it's mostly the 5-toes. Now, I know the argument about that they all might have 6 toes, but the prints that I've seen, they show 5 toes, and then they have the fatty tissue on the outside. But that will make a good subject for another show for sure. Because
naive. It's all right. I have sometimes spelling incorrections. Sorry. Yeah. Hello. Good. How's it going? Yeah, I'm on live right now, actually. No, I'm like on live on YouTube right now. But yeah, I'll be on here in about 45 minutes. Yeah. All right. Sounds good, brother. I'll talk to you then.
Blazer said, "Order me a pizza."
I'm sorry for that interruption, guys. My buddy from Minnesota just called and wondering if I was online on PlayStation Network, and I'm like, no, I'm on live on YouTube right now. I'll call you back in about 45 minutes. Oh, that couldn't have been any worse timing. I forgot to put my phone ringer on silent.
I'm surprised I'm not getting any calls.
Yeah.
My phone rings off the hook all day long, and it's always spam.
Yeah. I think I've answered it one time, and I said something not suitable for YouTube. Take a couple of gallons of mooch. Hey, that's not a bad idea. Hey.
Yeah. Your mom says, talking on the phone while all in your life, you're fired.
What was I supposed to?
Fired.
You're fired. No.
Wish we could order a pizza.
Same. That would be nice, wouldn't it? I went there once, tried get a large Pepsi. The waitress said all they had is mini soda. Blazer.
Mini soda.
Don't fire free help. LOL.
Don't fire free help. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't fire him. You may need to take some more time off one day. Sharon guy. Thank you, Sharon, for the vote of confidence. Oh.
We fire each other a lot around here.
Oh, yeah. Dad got
Daily.
fired yesterday. And I'm like, wow. What'd you do? You probably said something snarky. Or a rhetorical comment that wasn't supposed to be taken literally.
Who, me?
It couldn't be, huh? Yeah. Who, me? Couldn't be.
I'm not snarky.
I call bullcrap. Thank you, Sharon. I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that. You guys, this is my first time actually being on live for the full show, not just coming in periodically, saying hi and stuff. It's been fun.
Yeah, now I know who to put on here if I can't make the show, or if me and Christy want to take a week off.
Oh, yeah. Have me run it all by myself. I'd be like, so what do you guys want to talk about? Shoot anything at me. I'm all ears. Let's go.
Yeah. And then I go and look at my analytics and
skyrockets.
Yeah. And then I also get a message from YouTube saying your show has been canceled.
Copyright claim. Copyright claim. The copyright claims just come in. It's just like, oh my goodness.
There goes our ratings. But yeah, we do have to get Connor out in the field. I need to see if the Bigfoot that's coming around, at least we know it's a Bigfoot and 3 juveniles. The juveniles are all black. They're all under 5 feet tall.
Wow.
They're mischievous too.
There's just like Kevin Hart. I'm sorry.
They're listening to you. They're right back there listening to you.
It's all right. If they're under 5 feet, I can take them.
They're probably going to be at your window tonight going, tap, tap, tap.
Yeah. That's all right. I'll be like, what you want? What you want? I got nothing for you. Go see Harold about that. You violated community standards getting a call from Minnesota. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. They don't look in your windows anymore. LOL. Yeah, they don't because I have darkening curtains. I have dark curtains in my room now. Yeah, they don't look at through my window anymore.
Yeah, that's probably why they tried to bash in the back door.
Yeah, they wanted to see me. Yeah, we have a hole in our back door.
Yeah.
It's evidence. Don't send them to my window. CRJ, yes, he is. He laughs like you do.
Yep.
They don't like what you do in your room, Connor. What do I do? I just play video games. That's all I do. That's all I do is play video games. Watch Netflix. If they want to come in there and Netflix and chill with me, that's fine.
That's what we need to do. We need to put the TV right over here, open up these curtains,
Yeah,
and put on that Bigfoot movie.
Yeah.
So they can be looking in.
They're watching us. Oh, we knew it. Biggie, I don't want to know.
No,
we don't. No, you guys don't. Sometimes
this is a family show.
Family, my butt. Harry and the Hendersons. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah. Let them watch Harry and the Hendersons. We'll see how quick those juveniles try to act out what Harry does.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see how fast it takes them.
We'll probably have one immediately jump on the roof and try to sit down on it. It's a metal roof too, so
it'll crumple. We'd be like, "The hell was that?" Oh, it was a juvenile Bigfoot. It's okay. We got Bigfoot insurance, I think.
Probably have crap thrown at our windows.
Yeah. Take this.
If they do, you're cleaning it up.
What? No. No.
Yeah, funny. They do like the roofs, though. Yeah, they do. Yep.
Yeah. Poo on a stick. Yeah. Poo on a stick. Is that what they're calling it now? Poo on a stick. Instead of a crap on a shingle, it's poo on a stick.
Bake them a pie, it'd be all right.
Yeah, right. What kind of pie, though?
No. That pie goes in my belly. I baked cookies. I didn't leave one out for them.
Poo on a stick is my brother Josh.
Yeah, chocolate.
Yeah. Oh, chocolate pie is the best.
This female Bigfoot doesn't like chocolate though.
American Pie movie.
I left chocolate out for her, and let's just say, she made it eat dirt. Yeah.
Throws it against the ground. Like, what the heck is this? American Pie. I've seen those movies. Those are not family friendly.
No, I don't love pie. I don't love it that much.
Yeah, no. I've seen those movies. Those are not family friendly movies to watch. What female don't like chocolate?
That Bigfoot.
Yeah, that Bigfoot out there.
That I call Betty.
Out there?
Betty the Bigfoot. She doesn't like chocolate.
Leave her some Midol and some Snickers bar. Oh, no. Hey. For those of you that don't know, I have a girlfriend, and yeah, that's one of her comfort foods is my doll and ice cream on her monthly. So, yeah, that's fun.
Christy says, bet.
It's a thing that she says all the time is bet.
All right, I'm going to put the link up in the chat if anybody wants to join us here for the last half hour.
It's free for all hour, guys. It's free for all half hour. Do with it what you will.
There's the link. All you gotta do is click on it, and you'll get backstage. You can choose to either have your face on camera, or you can turn the camera off.
Newsflash, Connor, it's all of them. And I'm like, yep. Yeah. Yep.
It's all of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. My girlfriend likes chocolate as well.
Your mom says gummy bears. Yes.
Yes.
She loves gummy bears.
Yes, my mom loves gummy bears. Yeah. Or Starry Mix.
I need to see if Betty the Bigfoot likes gummy bears.
It would be something that her and mom have in common.
Mm-hmm.
So, or just set a big bag of Starry Mix out there, hey?
I said the wrong thing.
Yeah, if you could hear it.
Not giving my gummy bears away.
Don't give my gummy bears away. Oh my goodness. Oh man. I said this was free for all hour. What was I thinking?
Let's see if they like the clear ones.
The clear ones are pineapple ones, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Those are good.
Yeah, they like pineapple.
Some guy said that they need edibles without THC. I said they have that. It's called gummy bears. Oh man. One of them big oversized gummy bears.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Get the world's largest gummy bear and just set it out.
Mm-hmm.
And see if they attack it.
Yeah, we'll see how many chunks they take out of it.
Yeah. That'd be kind of cool, actually. That'd be a scientific experiment.
But then again, I don't know if I want to give the juveniles sugar.
Oh, yeah. They'll be beaten.
They're already hyper.
Beaten on the wall. Mom said, if you give my gummy bears away, you both will be fired. And I'm like, at this point, I'm just like, Give Betty the world's biggest edible.
Oh yeah, I want to see her on an edible.
Oh,
yeah.
Jeez. Let's see Bigfoot looking out.
Maybe she'll just crash out, and then I'll be able to take pictures. Oh, here we got Biggie coming up.
Yay! What's up?
What's up, Biggie?
What's up, Biggie?
Hey, guys.
How's it going?
How you been?
Doing all right. How about you guys?
Doing good.
Yeah, I saw you on Ramona's live. That was a pretty good show.
How you guys doing tonight?
Oh,
yeah,
not
doing
bad.
good. Staying warm.
Yeah, look, it's cold here.
Yeah. I bet you're
freezing.
cold as we are.
Oh yeah, it's pretty cold.
Yeah.
Waiting till Friday to go out or whatever because it's too cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. It warmed up a little bit here yesterday and today, but we're supposed to drop pretty quick.
True. Sasquatch.
Yeah.
So you got your bag on?
Yes, I do.
Connor's got one too?
Nah.
No, he don't have one yet.
Yeah.
You gotta get one, man.
I know. That's what I keep on telling CRJ, and she's like, "Well, they're expensive."
Just don't change who you are when you're in the woods, man. Be yourself.
No. Yeah.
Yep.
I changed for the channel or whatever, and they don't like playing around and joking and all that, but that's the type of guy I am. So I go out, without being live and joke around with them and all that.
Yeah.
Builds a better bond with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like joking around. I like telling jokes. I like doing voice impressions. It's funny. It's fun.
Yeah, that's what I want him to do when I take him out. I don't want him to do voice impressions.
Be like,
Like, yeah.
See how they react.
I'd be like, "Hey there, how you doing? I'm Peter Griffin."
Yeah,
Like zoinks,
this
dude.
boy cracks us up.
Like zoinks, dude. You guys want a Scooby snack?
And then actually have Scooby snacks. They're fish crackers.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Or I'd just go buy the big box of those Scooby snack graham crackers, you know, that shape.
Oh yeah. Or some dog treats, take them out to the
Yeah.
dog room. I thought about doing that, taking out dog bones and all that for their dogs.
Yeah.
That means I'm gonna put you in charge of putting the gifting.
Yeah. I'll be in charge of the gifting tree. Just buy stuff at random and just put it out there.
Yeah, they like different stuff though. They like pineapple, but you got to like slice it up, in slices, and then you can do bananas without even peeling them. They know how to chuck them, like peel them. They like corn on the cob. They like fish. They like sardines and mustard and regular hot sauce. Because you got to think about it. Some like spicy stuff, some don't. So here they like cakes or whatever. They like strawberry and like blueberry, and they like the chocolate chip ones. But they don't like stuff with marshmallows. I noticed that though. Like I buy them like marshmallow cakes and all that. They don't like them.
They don't like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man?
They don't like marshmallows. It's one thing I don't like here. They like chocolate though. They like Hershey. They like the Hershey's dark chocolate. They don't like regular chocolate. They like the dark chocolate. But they can't have no nuts. I took out nuts one time with the almonds in it and all that, thinking that it'd be a hit.
Yeah.
They don't like the nuts for some reason.
Aw.
They get mad.
You think they like the dark chocolate better because it's not quite as sweet?
I don't know why they like the dark chocolate, but I've took them out regular chocolate and go back the next day and it'll just still be sitting there.
Yeah.
Took them out dark chocolate, go back the next day, it's all gone.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I just stick with the dark chocolate now. I took it out to Josh's spot too in PA when I went to Squash Topic PA. They took it too out there. So I don't know what it is about the nuts. They don't like nuts.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's something to do with the almond nut or if it's something to do. Like I've tried peanut butter, like took them out of jars of peanut butter and all that. It stays there for like ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people's like, oh, they like peanut butter, but not my spot.
Yeah, it varies on locations. I mean, they a lot of locations they like peanut butter, but there are ones like you said that peanut butter is just not popular with them. It's something about the cooking of the nut.
The apples, if you get into apples, you want to do different. Like I buy whatever's on sale. That's how I try it. Yeah. Because they like different apples. So if you take out the same apple, they don't like the same apple all the time. They'll leave the apples.
Right.
Now I found out if you take out applesauce, like you buy like the little kid size out, cup size or whatever, and they know how to open them and all that. I took them out spoons. They don't use the spoons, so that's just a waste of time. But if you take them out the apples or applesauce, you can leave the container out there and tell them, and this is for real, tell them to bring the container back empty. They will pile them up around your spot, like right where you gift them. They'll bring them back there, and then you just pick them up and throw them away.
Yeah.
Like I got some that they bit the tops of them open. You can see the teeth put them open. Watermelon is a hit and miss. Sometimes it's like I guess it depends on how cold it is and the temperature outside and all that. But they like watermelon too every now and then.
Right.
Cantaloupe's a big hit. Strawberries is kind of like a treat every now and then. They don't like it all the time.
Right.
But chocolate, all the time. Bananas, apples. They take the apples and they just keep them, for a while. I've been out there and I've been walking around and I'm like, well, that's kind of weird. I think they would have been out if they wouldn't have had an apple. They just find a fresh apple out there, when you're walking around. Like the same day I'm walking around, like they were just eating it and threw it down.
Yeah. Down here in Southwest Oklahoma, I don't think they like bananas too much because I've left bananas out and they don't touch them.
You put green ones out or yellow ones?
I've done both. I've done the green ones, the yellow ones. I've done them peeled, not peeled. Um, they don't touch them.
See, that's how you know what kind of stuff they like. Maybe
Yeah.
it's on the area that you're around, you know, what kind of stuff they like. You know, some of them like certain flavors, so
Yeah.
maybe yours like hot stuff, spicy stuff, you know. Who knows?
Yeah, I would think they would probably go for a little bit of the spicy because there's a lot of berries like here down here in Oklahoma. Um, a lot of berries that give off a little bit of a spice. So yeah, I would think.
Well, I've heard people, you know, in Oklahoma, whatever, say that they like spicy stuff, you know. So that's
Yeah.
why I was thinking like spicy stuff. I know being out there, whatever, fish would probably be a good hit, you know.
Oh yeah.
Because you can eat the reason why I say fish is because they need meat, you know, too, you know, to survive and all that. People think that they just eat deer and all the other stuff. Well, you got to think about it. If you're eating raw steak, raw deer, and all the other stuff, it's got after a while it messes up your guts. It gives you worms and all that. So they have to cook it. Fish, we can eat that raw. You know what I'm saying? You can just pick up fish, sushi, you know, eat it raw.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why I give them fish is because they can eat it raw.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite things to eat.
Yeah. Tuna, try cans of tuna, you know, little stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. And like you also got to think about the type of fish. Like down here, I know they would eat a lot of bluegill.
Salmon's real popular though everywhere.
Yeah,
you got to think about it. If you watch a lot of like Bigfoot, Expedition Bigfoot, they say that the Sasquatches migrate from up north down, but mine stay here year long. So people that say that they move out of your area when it gets cold and all that, that's not true.
Yeah.
Mine stay here all the time. So I take them out salmon because salmon's a big hit. Like salmon's a big hit everywhere. Like they migrate all over. So
yeah, mine stay in the basic area. Like I know they follow. We have a creek called Wolf Creek. I know they follow that creek because it goes way up to northern Oklahoma and then all the way down to the Texas border. So
yeah, it's funny you say that because I'll show you something if it's in the house. Let me show you one of my. It's Wolf Lake, which is like Wolf Creek.
Yeah. Yeah, we have Wolf Creek that attaches not only to the Red River, but there's a lake called Lake Texoma.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I told some investigators early on in investigations that I suspected that they followed that. Then when I did my investigation of Wolf Creek going into
I've heard about Wolf Creek though. They so know a lot of movies and Native American movies and
oh yeah. There's a large stretch of Wolf Creek that nobody can even go on because it's protected native land and you're not even allowed to go there. And that's part of the track that I was investigating, and come to find out, most of southern Wolf Creek is on ranch land, and then the further north,
so they like that cow meat then.
Yep.
Take them on some steaks.
Yep.
I mean, because you can technically eat steak raw. You know, like I've seen people just barely cook their burgers that are Angus burgers. They just barely cook them and they're still bleeding and mooing, and so who don't like steak?
Yeah, that's a big hit in our house. I tell you that.
Yeah, I don't know if you know that, but I had told people on Facebook and YouTube not too many months ago when it was warm. I was outside and I didn't see it happen, but when I was outside, a mother cow was going nuts, right? Because what I heard just before she started going nuts, I heard one of her calves get abducted. Right.
As in like something snatched it up, or as
Yeah,
in like,
something
or as in
snatched it.
like on what's that one Skinwalker Ranch, where it beams it up.
No, this thing got snatched. I heard what I thought was a calf do a little bit of a like that, but a little bit louder and quicker, and then I heard a like it was letting its air out, like you know, and then the mama starts, you know, and running, pacing back and forth, and she was waking up all the other cows, and she went crazy for about 3 days. She nonstop, just going mad.
Yeah, it makes you wonder though. Do you ever go out there and look for blood or anything like that to see if there was anything or tracks or anything?
No, because I'm not gonna hop the fence and go in the middle of a bunch of bulls. Because
is it electric fence or is it just a regular fence?
Yeah, they got it electrified.
Yeah, and there's barbed wire.
And there's like 5 or 6 bulls back there. So
Toro.
So that means there's bull.
Oh crap! Yeah.
Yeah, I've
heard about it though. I've heard about them snatching up cows though and running off with them. I remember the first story I've ever heard about a Sasquatch. This dude was like, "It's snatched up one on this arm and one like this, and just took off running." So I had one on each arm, like, and just jumped the fence like it was nothing.
Yeah. Hey, survival of the fittest.
I believe it. They can snatch up big full size cows like they ain't nothing. So
yeah.
Oh
yeah,
heard about it.
Don't say, Ramona.
But everybody gets scared or whatever. They think, like, oh, this thing's gonna grab me. It's gonna snatch me up. It's gonna do this. It's gonna do that. And It's not like that. Like I said, if you're not thinking harm, they can mind read. I tell people that all the time. People think I'm crazy. I lose a lot of subscribers because of it, but they can mind read. They can speak to you. They can make you say words out of your own mouth because it happened to me. They zapped me one time and it was like kill zone, and and I said it, and I'm like, huh? And I went back and watched the video, and then that's when I seen the scratch marks on the tree, the 3 claw marks, where they marked that killing spot, and it said killing spot too, killing zone.
I was in the chat room when that happened. I was in your chat room.
Believe that. I'm like, wow, they actually do zap you. When you have your medicine bag on though, it doesn't happen like that. But you still get scared, you still get the fear and all that,
Oh, yeah.
But whenever you're at that point, when you're in the woods though, and something like that is happening to you, and you feel like you're scared or whatever, just take a sniff of your bag. Even go down to one knee, man, and just take a deep breath and sniff your bag and calm yourself down for a minute, and then do the investigation. Don't go at it scared, or don't try to run away, because you got to think about this too. Like, I tell people this all the time. If you come across a dog, man, or Bigfoot or something like that, or any kind of animal, think of a pit bull. If you come up on a pit bull and it's coming towards you, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, shoot, you freak out. That dog's mind instinct is, oh, he's doing something wrong to get that person. So you got to remember to keep your mind clear and all that, because it's the same way with any animal. If you come across the animal and you're like, oh, shoot, and the animal's going to think, oh, he's doing something wrong he ain't supposed to do. But if you're just minding your own business and you see the animal and you're just like, oh, cool, it's an animal, just keep doing your thing, they look at you like, oh, he's supposed to be here, he ain't doing it wrong.
Right.
Yeah. So keep that in mind when you're out doing investigations and all that. Tell that to everybody, Some people take it with a grain of salt, and some people take it, like, okay, yeah, well, I'll do that, So
yeah.
You're having problems with it. I did a video on it. Get you some of that creek water or that lake water and mist it on yourself. Take a spray bottle and just mist it all over yourself.
Yeah.
It's got to be the fish water, So just mist it all over you, the spring water or whatever, river water, whatever. Just mist it all over your body before you go on hunts. Helps to put a little bit of pink salt in the, get some pink salt that you get from the store, and just sprinkle a little bit on the bottom of your shoe. You know, that's like an old voodoo thing. You know, like they say about voodoos and witches and all that. You know how they used to put the salt in front of the doorway, and
Yep.
Natives do it too, but it's a different kind of thing. It's not voodoo stuff. It's just just spiritual stuff. So to do spiritual things, whatever you do it, you know, a little bit in your shoe, whatever, and all that, and you know, so I'm just, you know, giving you guys advices. You know, if you guys run into trouble and all that, and you need help or whatever, all you gotta do is call me up anytime. You know, because I help everybody out. You know, I'm not a big channel for one. I'm not a big channel because I don't fake it to make it. You know, so I got my little bit over 500 something subscribers, and I looked it up. I was like, man, I wonder why I only got 500 subscribers. And then it was funny because I was going through Facebook looking it up. All of a sudden it pops up that says these small channels that don't fake it only got so many subscribers, and the ones that are faking it got like millions and millions of subscribers. And I was like, well, maybe that's the reason why I only keep 500. But the 500 that I do have in my group are close friends, true, that stay, you know, that are going to stay with me as long as I have a channel, you know. So they're the true friends, and to have that, you know, 500 something as true friends is pretty good, you know.
Yeah, it's the same way with my channel. You know, being a small channel, I have my true friends. I have my loyal subscribers. You know, they're here through thick and thin. You know.
No, I was back in when you didn't even have a channel.
Yeah.
And you knew me before I even had a channel, so
we've been
around there for a while.
Josh with Squat.
I was there before you got married and all that, you know. So seeing you grow and grow and grow.
Yeah, and
I believe the last time we talked, or like talked or whatever, you was taking care of Mama.
Yeah. Of course, she passed on now.
Yeah, I found out. You told me that, you know. So.
Yeah.
One thing about it, we all got to go back to the Creator, though. So none of us live forever. You ever hear that saying or whatever? If the trees could talk, or if the wind could talk, or you watch like these, you know, a lot of the cartoons give it away. You know, like where the wind's blowing and it's talking, and the forest is all alive and everything's moving, and then you got the vines grabbing people up and all that. The woods really, to tell you the truth, the woods really can talk. You just got to sit and listen.
Oh yeah.
You want to get good at it, take your shoes off when you're out there. I'm not talking about in the winter and all that. You don't have to go out there and freeze yourself. But in the summertime, you know, good warm day, take your shoes off, man, and just sit in the woods with your feet on the ground or on a tree, whatever, you know, and just be at one with nature. I'm not saying you have to get naked and all that to be at one, you know. Just put your feet on the ground, you know, ground yourself to the ground, you know.
Yeah, you know, that's what it's called. You can go up to a creek, take your shoes off, put your toes in the creek, you know, make a connection with Mother Earth. You know? You don't even have to take your shoes off. Really, go up to a tree, hug a tree, literally hug a tree.
You know? I mean, you can hug a tree if you want, but what happened to me with a tree and all that? If you get what happened to me with a tree, you ain't hugging no tree. No, I was playing I'd hug a tree, but
no,
I had literally, I don't know how they did it. I swear to God, I wish I could figure this out, guys. Like, I don't know how this Sasquatch came out of a tree, spiritual, floated out like a snake, came right to my face and said, pop, right in my face. And I jumped back and said, oh, shit. And I was looking at it, and I'm like, and it slithers back into the tree just as way as it came out. And then on the EVP, it said, sorry for scaring you. And then it kept calling me a screamer. And, you know, you're the screamer, you're the cry. Basically, they're calling me a crybaby, you know. Yeah. You asked for it, and then you cry like a little girl, you know. I wasn't expecting it to be. I was telling it to show itself, manifest itself to me. But I was not expecting it to come out of a tree. And I was talking to another dude. I can't remember his name. Anyway, he's another channel or whatever. I was talking to that guy and ODR or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
ORD or ORD or something like that. Anyway, I was talking to him. Yeah. And the stuff, he was talking about the stuff happened to him, and it changed his life. He don't even go in the woods enough no more and all that. He was talking about, you know, like people are calling it pareidolia, where they see Bigfoots in the trees, or your mind makes up creatures in the trees.
Yeah.
But I have pictures, guys, of different areas of my hotspot, right? I have Sasquatches of the same head in different spots of the thing. One's actually in the tree, coming out of the tree, and you can see his whole head. And then you can see his whole body figure at nighttime in another part of the live stream, like another totally different live stream. And I've called him multiple times, just like this alien creature. It's literally how the movies picture the alien face that comes down, the big old bug eyes and all that.
Yeah.
That's literally how they look, bro. Like literally, I have pictures of this one and I've seen it. That's the first creature I ever caught on the great outdoors, was one of these alien looking creatures. It was like a bluish grayish color and it was kind of weird. And then, that's what started me off in the hot spot. I was investigating it because somebody was like, oh, well, we were out there, we were camping and a creature ran across the trail and it scared us and it was on 2 feet. I'm like, sounds like a Sasquatch. And then people are like, oh, that's just a bear. That's just your mind wandering and all sorts of stuff. I'm like, I'm going to investigate it. Then that's how I found my hot spot, because I was investigating. I found tracks. I found bins. I found the teepee structures. I found food to sustain, me. If there's enough food out there to sustain me, and, I'm pretty big, there's going to be some food out there to sustain them. But I tell you guys, though, like these Sasquatches, though, people are like, oh, they're huge, they're fat, everyone I've seen are like, don't get me wrong, are like big when you're looking at them straight on, but when they turn sideways, they look like a tree. Like they're thin, they're skinny as can be. Like they're thin, they're thinny, they're like thin, they're like no meat, no bone, like type deal. Like every Sasquatch I've seen has been like really big, like broad wide. When they're standing there looking at you, they look mean, like all the pictures and stuff in the movies and all that. They look like that. They're like huge. But when they turn sideways, they're just as skinny as can be. So if they're standing there and they're turned sideways and they're looking at you and all that, your mind, because our mind looks at eye level and pretty much eye level and down. And you got to think about it, Sasquatches are like 10, 14 foot tall. Like I've seen them up there about 14 foot.
Yeah.
When they're standing there and they're sideways, your mind is just going to go right by it. Like, and even with a flashlight at nighttime, you're just going to go right by it like it's a tree, like it's a tree trunk. By the time you realize, wait, did I just see that? And you go back to it, it's gone.
Especially when you're in an area that's got tree after tree after tree.
Yeah. So I said it turned sideways. You would never even think it. You would never even know. You would just think it was a tree.
Yeah. And
it's going to be up above another tree because it's going to be standing next to a tree. So it's going to look like a tree. And you're not going to really be looking at the ground to see feet, to see its feet. And then now that, I tell everybody this, I call it mirror imaging, but people call it cloaking. When you shine on it and you actually hit a Sasquatch, when you hit the fur of the Sasquatch, which I call it hair, people call it fur. And the reason why I say people call it fur, some people call it fur, is because they look at it like an animal and they want to hunt it and kill it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I look at it like hair because every time I found a strand of hair, it's always been like one or two. It's never been like a clump of hair, clump of fur, whatever you want to call it, whatever people call it. But it's always been like one or two strands. So if you're looking for hair or samples of hair from the Bigfoot, I call it hair. If you guys want to call it fur, it's fine, whatever. But if you want to find it, look for like one strand or two strands, like on barbed wire fences, like you're talking about around your place, barbed wire fences. Yep. Go out at nighttime, take a flashlight, and just shine on the fence.
Yep.
And then go right where all the barbed wire is, and look for hair that's got to be like about anywhere from like 8 inches on up, because they're gonna have like a long piece of hair. You're gonna think it's like it's woman's hair,
Yeah.
But it's not. And pick it up, and then how you can tell if you got real Sasquatch hair, hold it up to the light. And when you hold it up to the light, you can see through it and it's invisible. It almost looks like there's nothing in your hand, like it like disappears when you hold up the light. And I tell people that that's almost like looking into a mirror, like mirror imaging. So when you shine a flashlight onto their hair, you can actually see through them. Like say like they were standing in a trail and you hit a Sasquatch with a flashlight. It would look like you're looking through them and still seeing the trail. Because what it is your light hits them and the light absorbs into them like you would if you're in a mirror. And then the light comes out of the mirror and reflects back onto whatever's in front of it. So they're basically soaking in their environment. So in the way, it's kind of like whatever's in front of them is soaking into them. So when you shine the light on them, it's almost like they're a mirror, if you know what I mean. Like when you shine the light on them, their hair reflects whatever's in front of them, which I kind of like think about the alien spaceships. Like the concept is you got an alien spaceship and it's flying, right? If you have the alien spaceship where the top is the bottom and the bottom is the top, and what I mean is whatever the spaceship's looking at, like if it's over a lake, this lake, it would be mirror image the lake, but it'd be on top of the spaceship, right? And then the bottom of the spaceship will be mirror imaging, which would be, we'll say, the sky. So when you look up, you're seeing the sky, you never see the spaceship. When you're up above the spaceship and you're looking down and the spaceship's mirror imaging what's below them, you would see the water. So therefore, you would never see a ship. You would just see the water. You get what I'm saying? So if it was over the top of trees, it'd be mirror imaging the trees, and the trees would be on the top part of it. And then if you're looking down from the trees up, you would just see the sky because it'd be mirror imaging the sky. So it's reversal. Whatever's above it goes below it. Whatever's below it goes above it.
Plus, you have to think about
Sasquatches can do the same thing to their stuff. They can.
Plus, you have to think about the biological part of it too. The just like a chameleon,
they can do that too.
It's a chemical reaction.
That's why I call it mirror imaging, because all that's in one.
Once a certain amount of light hits it, you have the chemical reaction within the hair, because the hair is hollow. You get a chemical
absorbs it, and then it makes them chameleon to blend in.
Yeah,
you're getting on track now. You get what I'm saying? That's why I call it mirror image. I don't call it cloaking, because cloaking is just one thing. It can just cloak and disappear or whatever. See, when you say mirror imaging, it can mirror image and cloak and all these different kind of things that these animals can do. The Bigfoot can do. Yeah, that's how they just disappear.
And that's what the direction that the military has been going with their quote unquote cloaking.
Well, how do you think they got the night vision? How do you think they got all that? They got thermals, which thermal, that's red dot, which we call red dot, which is thermal. Then they got the green and the yellow, which is night vision. They got that from the Bigfoot eyes. Yeah. They got the visible cloaks now that they're doing. Remember the visible thing that what was it, China or something just came out, that visible cloak they can put on or whatever, and now you're invisible and all that. All that is the same thing I'm talking about, like the mirror style. You can put a mirror in the woods and stand behind it, and you would look invisible. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So
I've seen those.
Two-way mirror. You can do a two-way mirror. Do the same thing. Set up a two-way mirror in the woods. Make a box of two-way mirrors, and stand inside that box, and you would look like you're invisible. Yeah. Plus, it doesn't reflect heat. Like, it reflects heat, if you know what I mean. In other words, you can be standing in it, and it's not going to give off no heat. So if there was a Sasquatch coming up there that could read thermal, they could give the heat. You know what I'm saying? They pick up on heat, the body temperature. If you're inside that mirror and you're doing an investigation, they wouldn't be able to see you, because you would be invisible, because that mirror is going to stop your heat from radiating out. See, I've always wanted to build one of them things for when I hunt Sasquatches and all that. But the thing is you got to have money, and me being poor my whole life, it ain't never going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know. Same here. Money is always
big groups, like Expedition Bigfoot. I'm like, why don't they? The dude was like, oh, he did it with a tent. He went in this tent. It's like, oh, it doesn't give off body heat, and then, nah, I'm going straight up invisible. You put me around mirrors in a box, a little bitty box and mirrors, and I'm invisible. They can't see me. They'll walk into me and have to shatter the glass before they know I'm there. But
you can't see me.
But I've always thought about weird stuff like that, my whole life, so
yeah. Hey Biggie, tell everybody your what your channel is. Like, you got YouTube, you still got Facebook, right?
Yeah. It's my name, The Great Outdoors Biggie. Here's my logo. You'll see, the camping and the ground or whatever, and then it's got the Sasquatch on it. It says The Great Outdoors Biggie. That's my logo. All you gotta do is look for me on Facebook, and it's The Great Outdoors Biggie, and you can find me on the Great Outdoors Biggie YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Same logo.
Yeah, Scott says he loves the wall behind you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's I'm real big in my Christianity and all that, so just, a little peek, I like all my Christian stuff. I'm real big in I got my necklaces right there, my crosses and all that right there that I wear when I go out, because I like to be religious too when I go out, be closer to the Creator and all that. Mama Bear Claw sent me a bear claw necklace. I've been wanting like my whole life or whatever to be more closer to the Creator. I got my bag, and You got to be somewhat right with the Lord Jesus if you're going to be doing this kind of stuff, man, because it's going to test your faith.
Yeah.
Like these different creatures are going to test your faith. I have a buddy or whatever that sent me some pictures of some gnomes. He was like, "Have you ever seen this?" I'm like, "Not yet, but I'm looking." And then, my other buddy's like, I was like, "Well, can you top this?" And I sent him back a picture of the video of that fairy, that we got in the live stream. I sent that back to him. I was like, "Can you top this?" And he was like, "Man, no matter how much I send you, you always got something else that you can send back that's kind of cooler than what I send you." I'm like, dude, the sad part is, me, I've only been doing this going on a few years, guys. Like,
yeah.
I've got so many pictures, so many videos, so much stuff. Like literally, I really don't have to do this no more. I've already proven that they're real. Everybody's like, I know a couple other channels I used to follow and all that. Say, well, we're the only ones got evidence. We're the only ones got pictures in the daytime, and but I got pictures in the daytime, nighttime. I have videos. I have scat. I have hair. I have prints. I have a lot of casts, different casts. I'm the first one, and I'm not making this up. I'm the first one that I know that was out there that found handprints, that they were 6-toe, 6-finger handprints of these creatures. Like I got 6, like I posted it in my group and all that. And people are like, "Wow!" And then we start talking about the 6-toe and the 6 handprints. Everybody's like, "Hey, you're faking it! You're faking it! We don't want to deal with your channel. We don't want nothing to do with your channel because you found 6 toes and 6 fingers, and that's okay. You don't have to be on my channel and all that, like me because of that. But this is what I found. Like I found the 6-toe ones and I found the 6 handprints, and I proved it. I showed them, and people are like, "Well, that's Nephilim and all that." Well, if you get into Nephilim and the Bible and all that, that's another day, another time. But it tells you the giants. It tells you all about the giants in the Bible.
Yeah.
There's stories out there about the giants, and don't get me wrong, there's some of them that have 5 toes. There's some that have 4 toes. There's the ones that have the 5-toe, 4-toe that have the webbing in between their feet that are called the swamp apes, and and there's different Bigfoots all over the world. But there's the abominable snowman that they say has 5 toes, and all that. So
there's the abominable snowman that has 3 toes. There's 4-toed. There's 5-toed. Yeah. I've noticed a lot of it has to do with regions. Like you have it varies between the regions and the climates.
That's true, 100. That's true. I agree with you too on that. That's 100. Because it's like this. We live up here, up north or whatever, like I live up north here in Michigan. In the summertime, I'll darken down a little bit. I'll look like a beaner, because, I'm native and Mexican. But the thing is if I was to live down in like my brother where he lives at in Texas, I would straight up be dark the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Because you always got the sun. So, I mean, I agree with you 100 on that too. Just like every Bigfoot race out there, whatever, has the different colors. We got it's like dogs. You know how you got the brown, the white, the black, the yellow, the red. You got the light browns. I mean, pretty much every color of like a dog scheme or a cat scheme is pretty much the color of a Sasquatch.
Right.
So that's why a lot of people think they have fur too, But I've been studying the hair samples and all that, and tell you, I'm pretty sure it's closer to the hair than it is because it's kind of weird because if you ever do DNA on a Sasquatch hair or anything like that, it's kind of like human. It's half human and half animal. So I mean, they got both DNAs.
Yeah.
Which is kind of neat,
Yeah. I hate to do this, but I'm gonna have to cut the show off because it is after 10 o'clock.
And 2 hours going.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Yeah. Hey, Biggie. Don't be a stranger.
Yeah, come on back, brother.
Yeah.
We're here every Wednesday.
Yeah, and like I said, if you want to keep in contact, man, and start talking about doing stuff and trying stuff in your spot out here, and I can give you ideas to try out there, and
yeah. Oh yeah.
I like working with other teams and all that. When you first got started and all that, I said let's work together, and then I ain't heard nothing else since. So
yeah, well, yeah.
I know you got busy with Mama and all that. What happened with Mom, and then you got married and all that. And
my health wasn't all that great for a while too.
Hey, brother, you see it. It's just me most of the time. my teammates or whatever. You know, my wife goes out every now and then, and then my brother goes out every once in a while. And
will you please give the man a break to speak?
who's that down there?
Oh, who you think? Don't make me leave my house to fly over there to you.
This lady just
My
came out.
goodness, all I heard you is all this excitement and everything. I'm like, oh my God, I can hear someone blowing up the phone.
Hey, I didn't have a problem with it, Ramona. What
he always has a problem with it.
What he was saying was pretty spot on. Yeah, because you know, I've been there to see what he's captured, and he knows that I knew what he was talking about. So
yeah, I'll be there. I'll be right next to him.
Yeah,
looking for Big Black and his woman, and then I know for a fact that Mama Rainfeather hangs out over there. So
oh yeah.
Now who's still the thunder?
No, I don't want to steal your thunder, son. I can just feel you. I'm like, I can't breathe.
I can make this go all night if he wants.
Well, I believe you can, son. I believe it. Mm-hmm. I believe it.
I'm gonna have to get off here because I got to take care of my dog and yeah.
I'll hot you later, buddy.
All right, man. It was good seeing you.
Good seeing you too, Biggie. Nice meeting you, bro.
Good night.
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 Good night. See everybody next week. Next Wednesday at 8:00.
Sharp.
Y'all take care.
You too.
Good night, everyone. Keep squatching.
Early music fills the air.